Imagine a creature so tough it can survive being dried out for years, frozen near absolute zero, blasted with radiation, crushed under immense pressure, and even exposed to the vacuum of outer space. It's not science fiction. It's a tiny animal you might find right outside your door. These are the extreme survivalists of the microscopic world. They're known by affectionate names like water bears or moss piglets. Scientists call them tardigrades. The name tardigrade means slow walker, given by Italian biologist Lazzaro Spallanzani back in 1776. That was just 3 years after German zoologist Johann August Ephraim Goes first described them and called them little water bear. These microscopic animals truly are wonders of the natural world. They have 8 legs and are segmented. They live in diverse regions across Earth's biosphere, from mountaintops to the deep sea, tropical rainforests, and even Antarctica. When fully grown, most tardigrades measure around 0.5 millimeter long, which is about the size of a grain of sand. They are short and plump, moving around on 4 pairs of unjointed legs, each usually ending in claws or sticky pads. Despite their simple appearance, their bodies are remarkably resilient. They have a basic open circulatory system. They lack lungs, gills, or blood vessels. Instead, they rely on simple diffusion for gas exchange through their cuticle, which is a tough outer layer they shed and replace as they grow. They are made up of only about 1,000 cells. The secret to their incredible toughness is a state called cryptobiosis. When conditions get harsh, especially when water disappears, terrestrial and freshwater tardigrades can pull in their legs and form a desiccated cyst, or tun. In this tun state, their metabolism essentially grinds to a halt. They don't need food or water, and they can stay this way for years, just waiting for things to improve. While in this tun state, they become virtually immune to environmental assaults that would instantly kill almost any other animal. Extreme temperatures, from near absolute zero at -272 degrees Celsius to a scorching positive 149 degrees Celsius for short periods. Extreme pressures, from the vacuum of space to pressures over 1 gigapascal, far exceeding the deepest ocean trenches. Air deprivation, intense radiation, starvation, they just shrug it off. This tolerance isn't just theoretical. Tardigrades have actually been sent into space and survived. In 2007, experiments on the PHOTON-3 mission exposed dehydrated tardigrades to the vacuum of low Earth orbit, some even to direct solar ultraviolet radiation. Many of the vacuum-exposed subjects reanimated upon rehydration back on Earth, and they even went on to produce healthy offspring. More recently, in 2019, a capsule containing tardigrades in this cryptobiotic state was on board the Israeli lunar lander Bereshit when it crashed on the moon. It's believed some may have survived the impact and are now just hanging out on the lunar surface. For a long time, scientists thought their survival relied on a sugar called trehalose, common in other desiccation-tolerant organisms. But it turns out tardigrades don't make enough of it. Their real protection comes from special proteins, many unique to tardigrades. Intrinsically disordered proteins like CHS and LEA proteins seem to help protect their cellular structures and membranes, potentially forming a protective glass-like matrix inside their cells when dry. And then there's the DSUP protein, or damage suppressor, which binds to their DNA, shielding it from harmful radiation like X-rays and UV light, and even helping activate DNA repair mechanisms. Some researchers see potential for these proteins in biomedical research. These tough little guys aren't recent arrivals on Earth. The oldest known fossils date back to the Cambrian period, some 500 million years ago. Early fossils from Siberia show creatures that look like stem group tardigrades, sharing features like the columnar cuticle, though with only 3 pairs of legs instead of 4, and a simpler head. Scientists believe modern tardigrades miniaturized over evolutionary time, perhaps evolving from larger ancestors like the Cambrian Lobopodians. Strangely, genetic studies suggest tardigrades have lost an entire section of their body compared to relatives like arthropods, corresponding to the thorax and abdomen. Their body plan is essentially just the head region and tail segments of a longer ancestor. You might wonder why these microscopic survivors have captured the public imagination. Part of it is their accessibility, because they are common in mosses and lichens, and easy to find under a low-power microscope, making them favorites for students and amateur scientists. Their slow, clumsy walk is undeniably charming, and of course, their astonishing ability to survive life-stopping events has made them famous. They've appeared in art, on merchandise like clothing and toys, and even popped up in science fiction. Perhaps most famously, they were featured in Star Trek Discovery. There they were depicted as a giant, spacefaring creature with enhanced abilities tied to horizontal gene transfer. This is a nod to the real science about their unique proteins and sometimes debated gene acquisition. It's clear these tiny water bears hold a special, tough place in our fascination with life.